Hi there, this is Scott with Hi-Lux Optics, and I am out here in the desert with a beautiful Remington 700 chambered in 308, reminiscent of the old M40 style rifle and our new M40 stainless steel internal scope. I'm going to walk through the rifle first because this is just gorgeous and I am very excited to shoot it. I regularly shoot a Remington 700, but this one is just a touch nicer in some ways. SSA build, classic bolt action. Box magazine, doesn't take the modern magazines in from the outside, and it's just gorgeous with, as I'm told, a lot of original parts still in working order. On top of that, we have the M40 again with the stainless steel internals. I'll walk it from tip to tail here so we go through all the changes that have come about. The objective lens is 40 millimeters, narrowing down to a 1-inch tube. The reticle is a strange dual focal plane reticle. The tombstone on etched glass is in the first focal plane. As you zoom in and out to range an 18-inch target with the two horizontal parallel lines up top, the tombstone will indicate a distance of 200 to 600 yards. Coming back to the second focal plane, we have the wire reticle, just like the classic M40s. This is a 3 to 9 power as before, and the turrets are quarter MOA clicks. All the internals have been upgraded from the original M40, including such things as increased threading, tighter tolerances, and stainless steel where applicable. Now I'm very excited to take this out shooting. We'll start off getting it boresighted here at 25 yards. I'm going to ask Chris, the man behind the camera right now, to use his boresighting genius to get this thing right on target. After that, we'll walk it out, maybe 50 yards, maybe straight to 100, 300, and my dream, as you'll see in a moment, what we set up earlier this morning, the 1,000-yard target. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get shooting.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just get it boresighted. We got our target set up at 25 yards. I'm going to pull the bolt. And for this, we're going to get a 300-yard zero, but we're going to get on paper at 25 yards. And that should put us pretty close, at least on paper at 300, and we'll dial that in for vintage sniper. So I'm gonna look through, find my target. Let's make some adjustments. So these turrets, this scope does have the stainless steel upgrade. You'll notice compared to the Mark I scopes, this adjustment plate on top of the turret is actually stainless steel now. So if I can find my coin. Each click is super positive. You'll notice a huge improvement from the first gen scopes. All right, I think should be fairly close. So one tip that I would recommend doing is these are mounted in the Redfield Junior style rings. There's external windage on the rear ring. What I would recommend doing is making sure that the scope is pretty much aligned with the bore using external windage first. And then you can make micro adjustments on the windage internally. This way you preserve the maximum amount of vertical travel for elevation. All right, I think we're pretty close. We'll be on paper. Let's give it a couple shots.
These are all the same batch?
Yep. So these are 42 grains of 4064 with a Hornady 168 grain bowtail hollow point.
Now I should note that the sun is 39 degrees up and about 15 degrees right from the target. We'll just get a look at the visuals. It is beautifully clear, no need for a sunshade in these conditions at least. We'll check again when the sun's moved a bit. Now I'm going to go for the second row middle target. So that'll be on the top sheet.
Second row middle, got it.
Okay, let's see what happens. I see it.
Okay, so you hit the outside around 10 o'clock.
So I need to come right, what, 1.5 inches?
Yeah.
So normally that would be 6 MOA, but we're at 1/4 of the distance, that'll be 24 MOA. And with 1/4 minute clicks, I do not want to count all that. One full rotation's 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe we should use the external to get it a little closer.
Oh, okay. Screwdriver?
Yeah.
I've got to move the point of impact to the right. That means I need to move the rear to the right. However, offhand, I do not recall how much adjustment is in each of these screws or what the thread pitch is. So let's go... Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. So about 3/4 of a turn. Now the line is perfectly vertical on the right screw. Ready for another?
Yep, let's do it. Bullseye.
Okay. But I need to be 3/8 of an inch low.
Yeah, for the 300 yard zero.
Okay, so down like 1 inch or so, maybe?
Yeah, I'd say down 1 inch should put you right where you need to be.
Okay, 1 inch would normally be 1 MOA, but we are at 1/4 of the distance. So that should be 4 MOA. 4 MOA is 16 1/4 minute clicks. Here we go. Good catch.
Is it not picking up the round?
No, it's giving me problems. Guess I'll just single load for now. There we go. She's very particular about what it wants. Yeah, it's about where it's expected. Okay. I'd say that's a close enough bore sight. Next up, we'll push it out. What do you think, 100?
We could do 300.
Straight to 300.
Let's go straight to 300.
Bold. We're going to make it happen. This is way too low for me, though. That's better. All right, second row middle.
All right, we're rolling. Okay. On the target. Okay. I'd say we need to come up like 3 inches and maybe right 2 inches.
Yep. Okay.
Nice. In the bullseye.
Ah.
Nice. It's 2 in the bullseye. I'd say 2 X's.
The day begins, of course, with hauling an 80-pound steel target up about 400 yards of rocky terrain, and it's starting at about a mile altitude. Chris, how you feeling?
Feeling great.
All right, getting us warmed up to shoot. We have here a reasonably fresh target. Around the corner is the shot marker. 1,000 yards of glory. Oh, very close. Keep going that same direction. You just skipped off the bottom left corner.
Okay.
Bottom right corner. That's a hit.
Nice.
Bottom right corner.
Oh, man.
Right edge.
Yep.
Water line.
Felt too much for the wind.
That's a hit. Now the tombstone climbs up there. Now this is being filmed with a cell phone, and it's taking up about 1/10 of the screen. So please note your experience with the human eye will be better. Plus, it seemed to have problems with the auto exposure. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's try this. That is a target at 100 yards, currently at about 4 power. Let's take that on up a bit. 6, 8, and 9. Perfectly possible to aim at the center of each of those little circles. Here I'm aiming at the upper left and at the bottom right. We are currently still at 9 power. As you can notice in the bottom right, tombstone is reading 600. Now, unfortunately, the camera's not focusing well on the edge of the frame, but that's the price we pay. Now, over there, that's the target at 1,000. Little orange one. All right, folks, that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed looking through the M40 Mark II at 100 yards and at 1,000 yards, as filmed by my cellular telephone.